Get at it straight away. There can't be any settling in.
Here we go. First ball.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Well-directed throwback. Yeah, nice early call. That's an easy run. Great shot. At least one on offer. Can't get that outside the ring field. The Sixers with a massive shout. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
It's a leading edge, but just doesn't carry to the fielder. Clark, fortunate there. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Straight to the fielder.
Really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. They'll get at least one here.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
End of the over, 12 runs coming from it. The Stars, 15 for none.
An excellent over by the batter, but the bowlers just reined them in a tad.
Off the pads and into a nice gap there. Fine leg square, the batters should pick up two.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. Nicely played. Just runs one. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Nice shot. Runs possible.
End of the over. The Stars are now on 20 for none.
Smacks that away through the gap.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needed to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Well, that's just a classic cover drive. Beautiful to watch. Great sound off the bat. That's 4 more.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Avoided the fielders. 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shots.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. A classic cover drive there. Punched away into the gap. Probably get a couple of runs there. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Cuts that off well in the infield.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection. Bonus runs here, 4 of them. The fielder probably thinking of keeping the batters honest, but it's only succeeded in frustrating the bowler. How will he reply?
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Clark lets it go through to the keeper.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Flick down to fine leg for the single.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Couldn't get it through the field. An economical over comes to an end, but you get the feeling these openers might just be finding their feet.
End of the 5th in the power play. The run rate's looking good at the moment, but they're falling behind the required rates. One of these two might need to go for it in the last over of the power play.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Might look to go big again here.
Doesn't beat the infield. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Stolbo, 2 full and gets punished for it. Great shot for 4 more.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Another over where runs are just too easy to find. These batters are seeing the ball really well, and the confidence is starting to build.
The power play is completed. Run rate is hovering at a good pace, but they need to find more in the middle overs if they want to have a chance of chasing this total down.
Driven through extra cover. We'll get a single. Yeah, well played. Could be a quick single. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. And a scamper through for a single. Good running. Edged it. Middled that one. Great timing. Great fielding there. Very accurate long distance throw. And that's gone. Amazing catch.
Stoinis, the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings.
There'll be runs here.
End of the 7th over. The Stars are now on 53 for 1.
Great shot. Through the gap.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Oh, that's a leading edge, but it'll land safely. Fortune there for the batter. Misses. That's a big chance going begging. Stobo is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Finds the edge. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. They'll get at least one here. End of the over. The Stars, 64 for 1.
Batters are working the strike around, picking gaps for boundaries, but they might need to start taking some chances in the back half of the innings to keep in touch.
Shot. Should be runs here. Massive outside edge. Was quick onto that in the infield. Yep. Worked away. That's a nice single. Great shot. At least one on offer. It's a leading edge, but just doesn't carry to the fielder. Clark, fortunate there. Finds the fielder with that shot.
End of the ninth over. The Stars are now 69 from mark. Change of ball into the medium pace and coming into the attack.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs. It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary. Edged it. Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
The Stars are now on 75 from mark.
Now that's a difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Oh, great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg. The Sixers need to put that one behind them and find a way to slow down the run rate.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Leading edge, but safe. Batter turned their hands a little too early on that, it seemed. Big edge, where's that going? Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Well, this match is certainly getting exciting and the crowd have joined the party. It's pretty noisy at the ground. Nicked it. Front foot punch down the ground and mid-on in pursuit. Lovely footwork there.
There's the drive down the ground. Cracking stroke.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Leading edge won't carry, and the batters race through for a single. Good running.
The Stars are now on 93 for 1.
Shot straight past the bowler. Could well be four.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Well, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. Can't get that outside the ring field. Dropped. What a let-off. Flicked off the pads to deep square, just the one on offer. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Great shot. Just stepped inside the line and flick of the wrist, and that'll run out to the boundary.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Stoinis has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Massive edge. Misses everyone, and that's racing away.
Left the wide delivery alone.
Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
It didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
End of the over, 13 coming from it. The Stars are 116 for 1.
The batters have controlled the middle portion of this innings, but they'll need to launch now with wickets in the dugout.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. They'll get at least one here. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Yeah, nice early call. That's an easy run. Edged. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Cuts that off well in the infield. That's the over. The Stars are 121 for 1.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Left that one a bit too much width to tempt the shot. Clark leaves it alone once more.
Straight to the fielder. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum.
Curran shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Finds the edge. Nice shot. Runs possible. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Azam, the spinner, coming into the attack. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Edged it and dropped. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Shot. Should be runs here. Well played. Could be a quick single.
End of the over. The Stars are now on 141 for 1. Change of bowling. The left armour is coming into the attack.
4 runs, square of the wicket. Excellent shot.
Got the hammer down now. Fabulous shot. Well on the way towards that next milestone now.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come. Incredible shot straight through the covers. 4 runs.
Avoided the fielders. 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Nicked it. Great shot. At least one on offer. Too full. Punch back down the ground. It could be 4.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
That was just a pour over. Gave away far too many runs. If this continues, there's only one way this is going.
They're behind the required rate late in the innings. No other choice now but to just go for it. Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Punch down the ground, mid-off and mid-on in pursuit.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. Thick edge. Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Onto that early, that could be 4. Massive outside edge. That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
End of the over, and it's a poor bowling effort. Didn't put any pressure on the batters. There's a lot to think about now.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Hughes given the job here to bowl the last over of the innings.
Left that one a bit too much width to tempt the shot.
Perfectly timed.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved. Lovely bit of batting. The century comes up, and really that has been a well-controlled innings. Hasn't given the bowlers much of a chance, that's for sure.
Nicely played. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise.
Have to go for it now. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Nicely played. Runs 1.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
Good return back from the deep.
Leading edge, but safe. Batter turned their hands a little too early on that, it seemed. That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us